All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another pre-release arena stream. Thanks to Wizards of the Coast sponsoring this one. We're going to be doing a lot of sealed with the upcoming set Ravnica Allegiance, the second Ravnica set. And since Wizards has provided me this account to just kind of do infinite seals on, I say infinite, but I'm not really going to have time for... There's a rubber duck on that art. I didn't notice that until it was blown up like that. But yeah. Anyway, since I've been provided this by WotC, we're going to take advantage of it for the time that I'm able to. Maybe do a little bit of deck building. It's not always my, thing. I'm a lot more into playing a lot of sealed, playing draft. Sadly, it's just sealed here, but we'll do what we can with it. But yeah, hopefully we get to have some fun. I'm going to give it a couple minutes here while we wait for people to show up and just let me get a stretch. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. I see people have already made their way in. Yes. So yeah, Wizards, this is a Wizards-sponsored event for streaming Ravnica Allegiance, which is the other half of the Ravnica guilds that are not in guilds of Ravnica. So yeah, we'll be seeing Gruul. We'll be seeing Gruul. But we'll also be seeing a lot of my favorites, actually. One of the ways I describe myself is I've always thought of myself as somebody who plays, like, Orzhov. Orzhov's, like, one of my favorite guilds to play with. But I tend to play towards Gruul. That's just kind of how things, like, the dichotomy of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and see how this plays out. Seeing as we got some people here. Alright. So I'll be running through the mechanics quick as we see them. Oh, that's not a very good, So Domri is pretty damn strong. Domri is friend of Huffer, as you can see. Gives a spell Riot, or gives a creature Riot. Riot is the Gruul mechanic for the set. Riot gives the creature the text, you may have this creature enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter, or haste. At multiple instances of Riot's stack, though obviously picking haste twice won't do anything. Domri's real cool. So yeah, as we see the other mechanics, we'll talk about them. Our Rampage of the Clans, not that great for limited. Turn all artifacts and enchantments into 3/3s. It's terrestrial on everything. Revival Revenge. On here we can see, we can see both halves of the duo that make up the current Orzhov. Double your life total. Judith. I actually like Judith a lot. Judith is quite aggressive. Not half of an anthem. Goblin War Drums? No, not Goblin War Drums. We'll get there, Jens. But anyway, it also turns Judith and all your creatures in, like, on death damage as well. Orcish Oriflamme, there we go, yeah. Not Goblin War Drums. Captive Audience is pretty rad. This is a kind of silly, rare, mythic, actually. You hand it to your opponent, and then they choose one of the drawbacks for the next 3 turns, which is very silly. Either they discard their hand, or they give you 5 2/2s, or they go to 4. Anyway, let's build our pool. Oh, they changed how, that's not on me to talk about. They changed how duplicates work. You get refunds on mythics and rares. Okay, so, let me quick touch on all 5 mechanics so that everybody is on the same page, jumping in here. So, in Simic, we have Adapt. If you're familiar with Monstrous, the ability from Theros, it's that. With, like, some minor differences. You can reactivate it if you get rid of it. It cares about the counters being on it rather than the act of adapting. So, if you can move those counters off it in some way, you can re-adapt. But for the most part, it is monstrous. Spectacle is the Rakdos mechanic, red-black. Spectacle is, rather than paying its mana cost, you can pay the Spectacle cost if your opponent has lost life this turn. Generally, this is a discount, not always. Sometimes it is an alternate method that gets you a bonus upon casting it, for maybe a little higher cost, but usually it's a discount. So, do we have a Rioter? We do not. We have some more Spectacle. Riot, as I explained, is the Gruul mechanic. You either have the creature come into play with a +1/+1 counter or haste. So, Wrecking Beast here is either a 6/6 with haste trample or a 7/7 trample. Your choice. Afterlife. Afterlife here is the Azorius mechanic. It's in white and black. Afterlife has a number. The way it works is that when the creature with Afterlife dies, you make that many 1/1 white-black spirit tokens with flying. So, you're going to see... Afterlife 3 here is the highest number that I can recall. Generally, you're going to see, like, 1 or 2 on the Orzhov. And then, do we have the Azorius mechanic? I don't believe we do. Let me look in blue again. Oh, we do. Addendum. Azorius' mechanic is on cards that are at instant speed. If you cast them at sorcery speed, you get an additional effect. So, like, Arrester's Admonition here, you can cast it as a 3-mana creature bounce, or you can cast it as a 3-mana creature bounce on your own turn for the card draw on top of it. We see a number of, like, things that play with that. They're not in our pool. So the first thing we should look at in our pool, obviously we have Domri, and I'm liking the look of our Gruul. We've got 3 Gruul Guild Gates. Okay. That's pretty rad. So, what do we got? We got Scuttlegator. Ooh, good old Scuttlegator. Borak Clan Crusher seems real nice with a lot of our ability to bring down the beats. But yes, okay, so let's take a look at Gruul, because we have Domri, liker of Huffers. Savage Smash. Okay, Rubble Belt Runner is a really important card for Gruul. As I mentioned, Afterlife is one of the mechanics in this set, and not being able to be blocked by the 1/1 tokens is always going to be real powerful. Let's go ahead and... not Growth Spiral. Growth Spiral is really good, though. This is Explore at instant speed. Also has some real nice art. Seb's been knocking it out of the park, let me tell you. If you see Seb on as your artist credit, you're going to be looking at some, like, old school Magic stuff. One of my favorite arts from this set, the sack 2 creatures, draw some like, it's like sack 2 creatures in black. It's if I see it, I'll show you. Anyway, let's go ahead and we'll keep the locket in. Ooh, Zertog Goblin. This one's real good. Alright, so let's take a look and see how usable my red is. Macabre Mockery. Take a creature from an opponent's graveyard and kind of threaten it, or Traitorous Instinct it. That's okay, not great. Rakdos Roustabout. When it becomes blocked, they take one. Okay, so this is Riot Enabler. We have a lot of Riot Enabler, or not Riot, Spectacle Enablers. Fireblade Artist is also a enabler in the same way. I thought this was a rare, huh? That's a pretty rad card. And then we've got Footlight Fiend, which is a hybrid version of a card we've seen in a number of like sets, starting with Rise from the Eldrazi. Alright, I want to check out our green and see what sort of power we want to put in there. Biogenic Upgrade. Distribute 3+1/+1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 creatures you control and double the number of counters on those creatures. Hell yes. Okay. That Frog Snake looks a lot like a mirror. This is a good important sideboard card, though we're not going to be in a sideboard world. We're playing best of one. Segatar's Volley is like Plummet, but kill all the Afterlife tokens. I'll come back to the Gruul Split card. Ooh. Okay. We have 2 Open the Gates. Alright, I could really get behind the splash then. Riot, when it attacks, discard to draw. Dagger Caster. The Viashino Rogue here is a Chain Whirler. Burn Bright is a real good, is like a Trumpet Blast. We got Spear Spewer. What do we have in... Ooh, Debtor's Transport. It's got a silly looking thing. Consign to the Pit if we want to splash for some removal. Whenever a creature control dies, we can kind of set something up like that. Oh! Undercity Scavenger. You can sack another creature if you do put 2+1/+1. Undercity Scavenger. Okay. We got the Imp, which is a pretty good flyer. You don't generally see higher toughness than power on flyers in black. There's this odd sub-theme of Ferocious. Oh, Grotesque Demise as well, at common too. I thought that was uncommon as well, because the one that's in Ixalan's uncommon, I think. Okay. So let's... Oh, and this thing, Collision Colossus, is something we'll be playing. The trick on the right-hand side is a trick that, like, is playable on its own, but it also has a plummet side, which is really nice. So, we have a Rakdos Guildgate. We have a Gateway Plaza, which is, you know, you have to pay 1 for it. And then we have Plaza of Harmony. If you control 2 gates, you gain 3 life when it comes in, and then it taps for mana for a gate. So, I think we're going to try the splashing for probably, like, Judith. Like, not certain how into. I want to go on, like, Fireblade Artist plus some of the other things. Wow, this is like a Kitchen Fink, but missing a very key word. Like, dang. Also, check out Lawmage's Binding. Oh, rip. It's Arrest with Flash. Of note, don't try to flash this in after a creature's already done its thing. It won't stop the creature from doing the thing after the fact. Flames of the Razeborer. 4 damage to a creature an opponent controls, 2 damage to each other creature that the player controls if you control a 4 power or higher creature. It's probably not too hard for us to do. I like the Daggercaster. Scorchmark's coming in. Light up the stage. The thing that makes light up the stage worthwhile is that light up the stage is until your next and the end of your next turn, not the end of your turn. Alright, I think I'm going to include Grotesque Demises. And Consigned to the Pit. Yeah, we have no real low drops. That's going to be a little bit of a problem for us. Include the little Fiend, and we'll include... I don't know how important they are in this format. Burning Tree Vandal is actually worth playing. This is 3 colors. No Azorius. Blue-white Azorius. Maybe I play the Sylvan Bush Rider, or I just play the Steeple Creeper. I think that's probably fine. Or like, I go for the Roustabout. Let's put the Raise Boar in so we can Flame Wave our opponent. And then we need to start including our gate. Oop. Gate. 5 gates. We got 5 gates for Plaza of Harmony. Is Reflecting Pool for gates worth it? I don't actually know. Anywho, I think we got, yeah, that is a gate, so that's 5 gates. And open the gates. Sure, why not? Let's put the Plaza in. Okay. So we have, so black is in here for a couple pieces of removal and some other splashes. Domri is our big power play. Getting to that emblem is a little hard, but it's at the beginning of each end step, get a 4/4. So the game ends very quickly. So, alright. Let's roll. Let's see how Jutting him out goes. Ah, you could bluff having a spell to cast by entering full control. Alright, so everybody we're going to be playing against is also going to be playing in this event, so... that is a mulligan, just flat. No fixing, and a lot of our top end. I don't like 2 6s in an opener, especially off color like this. So... okay. Burning Tree Vandal could help fix this. Discard the Flames. Oh, that's tragic. Like, we can't keep Domri on top because we can't cast anything in our hand. Shimmer of Possibility. This is a pretty cool card. It's Impulse at sorcery speed. Which, still powerful, let me tell you. Save your choice. Open the gates, please. Between 2 Open the Gates and the Gruul Locket, it's like we have 20 mana sources in the deck. However, it's like we have 20 mana sources in the deck. Not as though we have 20 mana sources in the deck. So, the hope here is, dead. Seems like sealed to me, indeed. I think I've talked about it before, that sealed is vastly, compared to draft, sealed is my lesser of the 2 formats. Sure, let's get Burning Tree Vandal down to the 1/1 counter. Because that's actually a pretty real threat. We can just discard our top end and start, like, you know, get rid of Wrecking Beast, get down Judith, maybe even use Savage Smash as removal. We have Grotesque Demise as well as removal. So, like, that's okay. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and play out Judith. Does our opponent actually have tricks? They do. It is either counter unless you pay 2 or bounce or arrest for 3. Those are the 3 main possibilities in my mind. Counterspell. Okay. So this is likely either bounce or prevent the attack. Interesting. None of the above. That's sweet. I love getting this attack off. I don't care if they have a trick. If they have a +2/+2 trick on their Senate Courier, hell if I care, I need this discard. Let's get rid of Wrecking Beast. Well, they don't actually even need to hold full control. They have Senate Courier as an activated ability, so it is always active for them. Okay, the fact that we have Burning Tree Vandal moving is really nice, and then actually having 2 Grotesque Demise makes me feel pretty good about where we are. Like, they played a real big Griffin there, but we can just walk right through it, you know? Like... So, like, Grotesque Demise, get that out the way, and then, aha! Zoop! Goodbye! So I think I'm going to discard the Enraged Ceratark here. Okay. Okay, I gotta shuffle off. That means Domri is back available. Our opponent's at 10. We're actually being very aggressive. Now we have Savage Smash, which we can use Burning Tree Vandal to smash something with 6 toughness, if need be. 7, actually, if it kills, so... Ah! So that was an addendum card that's 4 mana. Oh, yikes! Okay. I think that's +1/+1 Vigilance, and +1/+1 counter Vigilance, and, so, let me... Creatures control gain indestructible addendum if you cast this in your main phase. +1/+1 counter on those creatures and Vigilance. So let's use the Smash. Oh! Alright. I'm impressed by our deck's ability to come back from that one. When we missed our 3rd land drop, I had sort of written us off, but, like, the riot there, the fact that our looter was a 4-power attacker did a lot to fix our game. So that's quite nice to see. But yeah, I did see that you asked earlier, Bulldozer, what my thoughts on the set are. I just played my first game with it. I'm a big fan of... On paper, I'm a big fan of Riot. I think that fits really well with Gruul. I was weirded out by Spectacle on paper because I felt that also was a bloodthirst, but I've kind of grown to that a little more. On a little worried about the Orzhov. I don't know if they feel like they might be pulled in a couple different directions. But we'll see how that actually plays. Fuxi. Oh, now this is a hand I will keep. Oh god. I shouldn't. Wow. We don't have, You like 7 drops? Let's try it. Either we draw runner... We have all our colors, so either we draw runner lands and we get to play these cards, or... I'll accept perfect mana as the trick here. If we weren't on, like, Gateway Plaza... Ooh, nice. Now, how aggressive and non-curve is our opponent? Do they have, like, a spectacle there? No. But yeah, you can definitely see a few artifacts of, like, Orzhov getting overhauled in the set, or, like things like that. But, on the whole, I'm pretty impressed with it. Alright, let's get Rebel Belt Runner down. Like this runner. See if they get blasted out. They might get, like, exiled. So this card is real poor if it's not Flame Wave. It has occurred to me. Yeah, the fact that Ferocious is a sub-theme is also very strange. Like, and it's not like, you know, 1 or 2 cards. I think it's like 4 or 5 that have the Rider if you control a 4-power creature. I am blocking that. I mean, so here's the trick. This card, no matter what, is getting their spectacle off. And I don't want to risk them having a real trick to kill my only creature. I want to find a little bit more time to actually draw into something useful, you know? We have a long game, you know? We have Captive Audience on 7, which is pretty good. Putting our opponent... Especially, like, the Alex Straza style go to 4 is back-breaking here. Okay. Nothing here. Let's get the aggro on. If they want to spend removal, they want to spend removal. Because I'm not blocking that 1/1. They could haste things out because there's a lot of, you know, of course, Riot in red. But it's likely the creature would be a little too big for Rumblebolt to trade with efficiently anyway. Oh! Yeah, I was dead on there. Definitely a little bit too big for me to trade on. Damn, I really need to draw +2/+2 fight there. So, this is, mythic for a reason, I guess. Skargan Hellkite is a 4/4 with Riot, so it's either a 5/5 or a 4/4 with Haste. And if you have a +1/+1 counter on it, from some effect or by choosing it, you have 4 mana for Fire, the spell. So, yeah. Let's see what we can do. We're dead to this in 3. Because 1, 2, 3 plus activation. They can't double activate it. So our creatures are a little too big for that. If I can catch it in any way in combat, I can Flames the Raise Bore it, but, like... Because I also have a 4-power creature, so Flames is going to be, like, full power. Like Flame Wave, but it's not enough damage right now, because it's only... Because this thing has a +1/+1 counter. Alright, so let's put Rebel Belt... in the way of that. If they want to spend a trick here, that's fine. Happy to help however I can, Copper Popper. So, Footlight Fiend gets its damage in, which could go face, could go here if they have a burn spell. They also could have Flame Wave, I suppose, but the more I look at this card, the less I like it. The more I'm thinking that this should be something else in our deck. This seems way too expensive for, unless it, like, if it's on, it's really good, because like it's a you know, one-sided Clasm. But if it's off, it's just awful. Yeah, we are Gruul, but our opponent has the power of the Gruul Dragon, Skargan Hellkite. Ooh! Freewheeling the Firewheeler. Check it out. This card rules. I love Firewheeler. This is the closest thing you're going to see to an FTK. Alright, let's pass it back. We're not dead. Like, what we have to do is we need to kill the Rakdos, the Firewheeler, the Bone Wheel. We need to kill Bone Wheel Skeleton in combat, kill their next drop they play with Flames, and then top deck our 6 mana destroy target creature to kill Skargan Hellkite. We'll go to 1, but once we're at 1, like, we can play Wrecking Beast and get huge board presence, or... Interesting. Okay. I thought that was them full passing. Okay, go to 3. Let's roast it. So we need to draw a destroy target creature here. We'll go to 1 for it, but that's not 0. Sadly, what we actually needed was more pressure on our opponent so that the Hellkite wasn't, like, as backbreaking as it was. We only had 1 play in the first 6 turns, and that's not great. I feel like the Flames of the Raise board need to be swapped. I'm gonna do that after this game. Oh, the Plummet would do it too. You're right. We have multiple draws that could get us out of this. Scorch Mark ain't it. Help. Let us show our opponent the captive audience. If they didn't have the burn effect on the Hellkite, I might, like, try to play them a little more, but, like, it's very obvious they just end step burn us and then untap and burn us. There's no counter play we have. So I will at least show them our sweet, sweet mythic. But yeah, Rakdos really has me intrigued. A lot of their early game stuff is incredibly hyper aggressive, and between Rakdos and Gruul, I have to wonder how this format's going to shape up. Are the slow decks going to be able to exist? You know, are decks that, like, are just trying to play, like, that Blue-White Skies deck, how well are they going to exist in a world where, like, this is, like, the worst creature on curve you've got, you know? Like... Alright. Captive audience. Go to 4. Alright. I'm glad that had, like, a bunch of spears. That's a hella move. I guess Azorius lives off of, I guess the fact that there's that common removal spell, like some of the removal spells probably let the slower decks live. Law Mage's Binding and Grotesque Demise come to mind immediately. Okay. Let's actually swap out some creatures in. Magic the Gathering Arena is the name of the program. Are there any other creatures I could put in that feel fine? $11 is awful. God, like maybe Scuttlegator, but that's again, that's like another 6, and that's sort of the problem. Roustabout? Look at that skull Roustabout's crushing there. The thing with Roustabout is that Roustabout's there for the, like, spectacle activations. We don't have any spectacle cards that we're playing. Spear Spewer, which is a good spectacle trigger. Let's roll with it. That's at least an upgrade. Ah, the skull. Thanks, everybody. Alright. Let's get ourselves in another game, and let's get things rolling. Ah, the 5. Good. If that were some other emote, something would happen. But yeah, glad you're all enjoying the spectacle of it all. I know I'm having a riot. Did I show off? I did show off Afterlife. Good. Look, we have one Rakdos card in our deck. It's a pretty good legend, I like it. Alright. Hey! Let's play against Owen. So let's see how this fight goes against Jace. Oh, that is another tragic looking one. Opponent's gone first. Would love this if it had the 3rd land. I'm really starting to not like how how top heavy our deck seems to be. I'm gonna try this and regret it. Okay, let me get some guild gates going, that's fine. I like having the Rubble Belt Runner, and we've got this sort of removal spell. Aha! And Demise at the ready. Good. Okay. A brush. Let's get our runner down. We can always Grotesque Demise this out of the way. I think Owen could be off a color. No, I don't get a block there. Ooh, Scorch Mark to kill that. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. We want to draw 5th land so we can get the Boar Clan Crusher out. We have some removal to back us. And they might be... Okay, Gruul Locket, that's good. That's like drawing a land. But, you know. A little bit different. Oh, there we go. Second color. Thank goodness. On an actual game for them. Rampaging Rendhorn. They want a 4/4? I hope that... I guess we'll see. Okay, I want to draw a land here. Okay, I needed to be a little bit more specific. Ooh, waste my whole damn turn, will ya? Alright. Yeah, no blocks there. I'm just gonna consign that to the pit next turn. Ooh, or... we'll go with haste. Let's get the rush down going. Do you have enough flump spells to kill me? Okay, Brush Rider, that puts you on 9. Do you have a counter for that? Like fog? Flat fog? Ooh, okay. So if they have a pump spell, they can get me out of this. I'm on... like, all they need is, like, the +3/+3 reach, or something like that. So, some way to make this into 7. Their other problems are the fact that we have, like, Zertok Goblin can haste out, Colossus for speed. Like, they have a lot of issues for winning. I don't think they can actually attack. So this thing is, the Humongulus. Let's get out Zertok Goblin. This thing does trample base, so this is game. Alright. Sadly, they had missed that color, or they might have been a little more able to play in that. But, thanks, Goblin. Thoblin. That Riot is one of my favorite keywords. Like, it's really, really strong. Like, the fact that, like, the big thing about Riot that makes it as good as it is that it's costed aggressively. Very aggressively. It's not costed like, you know, our Zertok Goblin there was a 2/2 base. So either you're getting a 2/2 haster or a 3/3 for 2. So you're getting Watch Wolf with some sort of, like, additional power, because it can haste, which makes it really powerful. Ah, hello, Karn. Time to see how Raydad is doing. Okay. Open the Gates makes me like this a lot, and we can Domri ramp into Wrecking Beasts, or Ceratark, so let's go ahead and roll this. Riot seems good and limited, and I think Riot also seems like it's got some strong contenders in Constructed. So, alright, so I'm gonna open the gate to go grab my Rakdos. No, to grab another Gruul Gate. Ooh, a human lizard. Okay, I want Gruul Guildgate. Nah, no Rakdos Gate at the Mo. Oh, that is danger mode. Gatebreaker Ram is +1/+1 for each gate you control. So that one has to die immediately. Like, we cannot suffer that to live at all. Yeah, I didn't want to bother because we already have the swap, but our deck doesn't have enough cards for me to be worried. Okay, so we get to play our Plaza. How do we want to go about this? Just playing a 4/4 seems like a good stop to their shenanigans. I can also just play Domrian Plus. I'm gonna go with the 4/4 because Domri doesn't ramp us to 7. That's actually a bit of an issue there, so... Okay, this adapts on 1 more mana. Chillbringer, ooh. Nice, that's actually quite powerful. Okay, Daggercaster's won everything, but that's not really enough. Cool thing with Adapt is that it is instant speed, so like they can play a 6th land and attack. Think if I Domri Plus, I force their attack. Like they'll have to attack Domri and Adapt. Is that worth it? Also, they might not have the 6th land.
I look forward to seeing you running away. A little pick me up before the real fun begins.
Tom, are you alright, Tommy? Domri is extremely punk. Oh, full art. I didn't realize it was full art when it was in play. Domri is like hella punk. Ah, damn, they did have that 6th land. Okay. No stopping that. The good thing is that, like, I play these Bullrack Clan Crusher and just double block, and that's okay.
I'll be back after I've licked my wounds. You'll see.
So we have 2 4/4s, we can block that. And we do have our Worm, the Wrecking Beast, which is bigger than a... Now, if they have more things like this Chillbringer, that's actually going to be pretty bad. This is a pretty strong... So, 3/3 flyer for... Yo! Oh, God! Yikes! Shit. Grip Tide plus bounce, eh? Let's move along. So, bounce 2 creatures. That's 6 mana sorcery. Not quite Sea God's Revenge, because it's only 2, but the fact that it grip tides one of them makes it a little bit more impressive. Ah, Ajani is here. Time for us to battle. Okay, this hand actually looks really good. Gateway Plaza with this. We can get Judith on 3, that on 4, hopefully. I'm liking this. This should look real nice. A lot of green, a lot of gruel, a lot of people liking... Alright, so I can fix for every color forever. I have 2 reflecting pools. How do we want to go about this? Okay, I think we're gonna play the swamp. And Judith. I mean, this is a good bear. It's a bit like, so there's the Deverican dissident from the other Ravnica that was like 5 to pump +2/+2. That was like just for a turn. Sweet, sweet. All right, so let's. Thinking if I want to make the Ceratark this turn. See if they actually have the counterspell. I feel like they do. That's why they left that up. Okay. So the counterspell is Mana Leak for 2. Quench. Yeah, our deck has enough top end that that's okay. No, we ain't blocking that. Zertok Goblin can come down with the gold locket next turn. Ooh, we also have that, which is something I'll probably play on the follow-up turn. Let's get hasty. Alright, the beatdown starts. Okay, they didn't have Mystic Snake. That was something I was a little worried about there. Interesting. Alright, time for Savage Smash, I believe. Actually. God, Savage Smash actually seems like it's a bit of a trap here. Consign to the pit. Are you sorcery? You're sorcery. Damn. Let's just let the Goblet go in. No, I don't expect, like, flash. I expect some sort of, like, pump spell or trick of some kind if I go for the Savage Smash, which is why I'm not doing that. Cool trick. We can jump this. So, 5-power flyer. Alright, are they gonna pump? I would love it if they sorcery speed pumped that. That's exactly the sort of play I would want them to do. Of course, they don't have to. It is instant speed. They might be looking at fight options. Or maybe just, like, what happens when they kill our creatures. Non-token creature you control dies, so... Yeah, we have any color of mana we want. So, like, do they want to pump? Do they want to pass? Do they want to send? Whoa. That scares me more than almost any option they had. If they just tap out for a big 6, we kill it and win. Like, I just consign to the pit, remove it, and swing for, you know, lethal. Because they're at 12, they go to 10, and then they take 10. So they can't just play a big 5 or 6 drop and pass, unless it's like benthic, make defenders mythic or whatever. Okay. Sure, that's an option. We're gonna go with Judith, but we're also going to fight. And then we get in. So now our opponent is on 7. We have a way of jumping over them. We've got consign. Third color. Oh, what's the splash? I'd consider it. Oh, main phase Sphinx's Insight. Okay, so that's more than a splash then. That's actually off a color. Sphinx's Insight isn't a card you splash, it's a card you play if you're already in white. So let's, how do we want to get things rolling? If I attack... If I consign an attack, I put my opponent on 2. And then if both these creatures die, they're dead, so... Like, put it on 2 with Judith on the board means they die, so... 8 mana, they need some... Again, they have white, so they might be able to gain life. Oh, what is this? Lavinia, ah, okay. This is, so Lavinia of the 4th was a card from... Whenever opponent casts spell of no mana cast... okay, that's almost irrelevant to us then. Let's bring it in. You gotta have something to stop me, so let's see what it is. Sure, slime. Get him in the goop. Then kill Judith on the trade. More slime. Alright. Just throw everything into the slime. Maybe you don't kill Judith. Like, problem is if you kill Judith, you take 1. If you don't kill Judith, you don't take 1. Okay. So Judith dies. We're gonna take our damage. Footline Fiend, when it dies, 1 damage to any target. And the Steeple Creeper can fly, so... So we talked about the removal for these control decks. Slime Bind is another piece of it. Final card in hand, what is it? I think you need to have the draw 2 at sorcery speed is the first step to winning. I think the first step to winning is playing that. The second step is playing a flyer. Sharkdo Crab. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters I put on Sharkdo Crab. Hey Tomry, how you doing? Alright, so all we do here is we just activate Steeple Creeper. They can tap Steeple Creeper to prevent it from killing them, but they cannot prevent the Footlight Fiend. In for 1. Very good game, my friend. Well thought. You were very close to the comeback, so that's always a strong place to be. Alright, 3-2. Let's continue on. Again, for those just jumping in, we're doing this WotC sponsored Ravnica Allegiance? Ravnica 2, Ravnica 2, Ravnica 8. Alright, Jace. Oh, Plaza again. Oh, I like this a lot. Look at this. We have Rumblebelt Runner with Savage Smash. We got Domri. Domri can give Daggercaster the riot. Like, that's pretty nice. So let's start with the gate. If we draw Rakdos Gate, that would be the best draw here. Rakdos Guild Gate. Okay. Yeah, there's noises whenever, like, certain lands get played. The Guild Gate made a kind of dinging. Ooh! I want you to check out Impassioned Orator. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. This is a grizzly bear that is also a, like, one-sided Soul Warden. Gateway Plaza is a little awkward here. Okay, let's get the runner going. Like, there's no reason to hold this to try to gain 3 life. Like, we want to make plays. Yo, here's a strong card. Whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, Gateway Sneak can be blocked. So we're gonna just get rid of that. So we could play this land, but it dies, so don't do that. A little awkward. Our opponent is a little Azorius, though, is the look. All this blue. Oh! Or just 3 colors. Orzhov Enforcer. This is one of my favorite Afterlife cards. I love this one a lot. So the Enforcer here is Death Touch Afterlife, which makes it very powerful in fights. Alright, let's play Not Kitchen Finks. And pass it back to them. One good thing is that if they are heavy Afterlife, the Daggercaster... Ooh! This is a really strong... this is the middle ground between... what's the name of the card? Vampire... Siege Rhino? I'm actually surprised this is weaker than Vampire Siege Rhino, to be honest. I guess it's common.
You got it.
Okay. Let's take it back. We'll be able to throw this thing in the pit. Perfect. Not so perfect, actually. Our answers to 3/3 flyers are few and far between, let me tell you.
Can go a long way.
Okay, let's get one of these off the table. That gives Domri 1 more turn of living. Sadly, no huffers, but, you know, we'll get there. Okay. Dang, this is a little lessened here. Because basically all I can do is pump out the dagger caster. I would like the Orzhov Enforcer off the table.
Things are about to get real rowdy.
Alright, remember that we do have a looter, so we do want to hold this mountain. And we are on enough mana to cast anything we draw. Wow, we have 7 distinct lands. That's incredible.
I'll be back after I've licked my wounds. You'll see.
Oh, that's quite bad. Alright. Alright, the Abyss. So what I gotta do is get the Abyss going. We might be able to win through the power of haste. And the Flying Killer. Oh, damn. So if they all out me, I lose. But I think it's too dangerous for them to do that, so... Alright, Shock is nice and all, but that ain't gonna get there. Alright, and that's the power of flyers. I might have needed to be... So for one, I feel like our deck needed a higher creature count. For two, I feel like maybe I needed to be more aggressive with using Domri to just draw because of that. Anyway, I'll take 3 and 3. That is even on it. So... Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Tell me more.
We are at the threshold of a new age.
Did you think death would free you from your obligation?
When the system fails, we will balance the scales.
This is cruel territory now!
Get ready for the freak show!
What is there to fear? This is what we've been preparing for!
The end race is upon us! Your skull will make a fine trophy.
Well, that was a thing I didn't expect to happen when I hit that button. Huh. Anywho, let's go back into another sealed. I think I'll do one more sealed and then that'll be our stream. Alright. Ooh, okay. Gruul Spellbreaker is one of the ones I think has some very strong constructed potential. One of the big things about Gruul Spellbreaker that makes it so huge is it says, you. And you might wonder, why does that matter? And the answer to that is, settle the wreckage. It stops settle the wreckage from working. What else do we have? We got Biogenic Ooze. Alright. When Biogenic Ooze enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 Ooze. Beginning your upkeep, Ooze. 4, Ooze, Ooze, Ooze. We have, Electro Dominance. Which is a instant speed blaze for Red X that lets you cast a card. Repudiate and Replicate. Repudiate is strange. It's not completely without precedent. There are a couple cards in the history of Magic that counter-activated or triggered abilities in green, but that's Stifle for green instead of, blue. Incubation Druid is one of my favorite cards in the set. I believe this is an incredibly powerful mana creature that becomes a threat later. I like this a lot. And then we have the Showstopper, Rakdos. I love this card. When Rakdos Showstopper enters the battlefield, flip a coin for each creature that isn't a demon, devil, or imp. Destroy everyone on tails. Like, I don't know. The fact that it's like this like weird half a wrath on a 6/6 flying demon is why I like it. So let's check what else we have. And then yes, any rares you collect that are over. I'm playing Rakdos because I want to play Rakdos. Oh, here it is. I talked about Seb having some excellent art. Bankrupt in Blood is beautiful. I know it's a little small for you. I suggest looking at the full art on this card because we have this nice large skeleton and robe, and like we have the art that tells you exactly what is happening. It's great. We got the drill bit. Cry of the Carnarium. Cry of the Carnarium is very, very strong. This is sort of a couple of the like anti-Phoenix cards that we've seen around here. Clear the Stage is one of those cards that Gnome had mentioned with the like if you control 4-power creature. Same with the Undercity's Embrace, which is an edict. Good against everybody that isn't Orzhov, effectively. Alright. 1 Goblin Gathering. Damn, I want like 6 of these. When I draft this set, I want to draft every Goblin Gathering. Like, this card. I want them all. Stony Strength, Incubation Druid, Titanic Brawl. Again, we're kind of late on creatures. Gruul Beastmaster, though. This one's nice. Ooze, Wrecking Beast. Alright, what's in our multicolored? High Alert. Lawmage's Binding. Oh, hello. So I talked about some cards are more expensive on there. Spectacle Rafter Demon's one of those. You pay 5 instead of 4 and you get a discard out of it. We also have Clan Guildmage on the Gruul side. Rakdos Firewheeler. Get the Point. We also have the Rhythm. Oh wow, look how many Huffers they have. Oh my god. There's so many Huffer. Like, that's like 20 Huffers. Savage Smash X3? Yo, okay. Light on 2-drops. Indeed, I would agree with that. Alright. So yeah, we're really light on things to do early. Spike Wheel Acrobat, which is a Cobble Brute, but you can play it for 3. Honestly, honest to God, I'm probably playing Feral Macaw. So many offers. How's white look, just to check? Not very great. Like, I like Summary Judgment. This is actually a pretty cool card. And then we have other cat. Cat. Alright. Let's put in our big game first. I want Incubation Druid. I want Biogenic Ooze. So Druid taps for any color your lands make, which makes it even cooler. Firewheeler, I think we'll get to. We've got enough fixing. Spellbreaker. Do I care about Huffer World? Haste your team, like... Oh wow, check out the Galloping Lizrog. This card is terrifying. You can remove any number of 1/1 counters among creatures you control, then put twice that many. Imagine that with the rhythm. And get the point in there. We'll play the Roustabout, we'll play the Rafter Demons. Final Payment's one of my favorites. This is like a Terminate with obviously worse than Terminate, but it has so many different outs. You either sack a creature or an enchantment or pay 5 life, and those could all be beneficial to you if you want to trigger Afterlife or get rid of things that have been in some way stymied. Beastmaster, the Ceratarks, we're playing the Brush. Titanic Brawl. Do we want Pit Fight, huh? We're on 14 creatures right now. We're nowhere near as bad as we were before. Electro Dominance. Probably the Wrecking Beast? Wrecking Beast is a little better now that we have Incubation Druid. Do I want to include Stony Strength if I'm including the Druid? Is that better than Gift of Strength? Honestly, I think the Macaw's fine as well. The reason I like the Macaw is because we have these Savage Smashes that really want us to have a 2-drop. Fight power, fight power, fight, 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 fight. We are fighting all day. Like, I don't know if Titanic Brawl is us, because we have 3 of the other fight spell, but I am super on the fight. Yeah, this card's an instant. No, I like Pump Fight. I like Pump Fight a lot better. Because Pump Fight can take out things outside of a class, and it's not a trade. So say I play my, 3-drop or my Roustabout, and I want to kill their 3-drop. If I have the 1 cost or 2 cost fight card, I'm trading. But if I have Savage Smash, I'm killing their creature and attacking for 5. And that feels a lot better. It's been on the mind a lot recently, Copper. I think I'm okay with this. The only thing I'd think about was like Stony Strength or Gift of Strength, but I feel like we're good. Oh, let's check the mana base. I don't want to. I should actually. Swamp. I'm actually worried about the things like the roustabouts. Like that locket might be worth including because of that. So that might be worth including over like maybe one of the rafter demons. Yeah, let's go instead of one of the rafter demons and put the locket in. That gives us another black source, and I feel a lot better with the black source. Alright. Fight, 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 fight. Like, +2/+2 fight is a real impressive card. I played Savage Punch a lot in cons, and Savage Punch had that, like, side effect where you needed it to be, ferocious to get the +2/+2. There was also, Epic Confrontation, which was also pretty rad. I don't think we can do this. The Firewheeler's a dead as hell card in this hand. And we're seeing a 5-drop and a 7-drop. Let's... Okay. Incubation Druid's real nice here. Let's keep. Yo, that rules. Give me that. Alright. The Druid is here. Alright, so next turn I get to play Gruul Beastmaster and attack in for a lot. Like, well, I'm going with the 3/3 so that I can go hyper big. The fact that my opponent missed their land drop means I want a more board presence than 2 toughness, because they can kill things with 2 toughness with things like Scorch Mark. So that had to happen, sadly. I love that cat noise. That wave is still around. Our good old. Here, Nick Theberon. Fight, 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 fight. I can't fight this much. I can't do it. Oh, this actually looks good. If we draw another black, we're in super business. Gonna ask what the deck was. No, our deck was, I think that shows, exactly what our deck is. I want to keep that on 4 lands. Opponent's on 6 as well. I'm gonna try not to play this forest. Because if we draw into a black source, we get the bone wheel. Well, this is a pre-bone wheel skeleton, you know. Oh shit! Oh no, they've got the best play. Oh, there is a higher chance I draw a green than I draw a black. That is awkward, because now, like, Now I could have played wrong. Like, if I draw a swamp here, oh no. But if I played this and then I drew the forest, oh no, you know. Oh damn, what a... Holy shit. Eat it, Omen Speaker. Okay. We need to play Fire Whirler next turn, hopefully to kill their druid. If they pump their druid, that's their whole turn, but... The hope here is that they, like, play a 4-drop instead of pumping their druid. Pass here is one of the most dangerous lines. I don't like it. I might actually get the point on their... Shit. So I can't just Fire Whirler this. Really? Oh shit. Alright, Dovin is plus whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, put a loyalty counter, minus or a Thopter, -7 for draw 3 off your top 10. Okay.
I look forward to seeing your mistakes.
The big problem with Dovin is that Dovin is... This can hit walkers, right? Okay, sweet. This can just hit walkers. Good.
On the shoulders of giants.
Alright, so Dovin is gonna kill their thing. Oh. Oh no! Oh! Whoops! That's the opposite way. Rip my dumb ass. That doesn't split. Huh, okay. That is not the split I expected on this card. Huh. Well, that's a misstep, and I guess that's how you learn it. Yeah, so I expected the card because every single literal other effect in the game pre-split is opponent and creature. I expected the Planeswalker to be on the opponent side rather than on the creature side. Which means I should have just killed Dovin there, but, like, failed to. So, that's on me. These things happen.
By a good assault.
The problem is that the Fire Whirler is actually very, very bad against their Incubation Druid. So let's go ahead and... attack Dovin. Okay. There's the Adept, so... we're gonna make this happen. I'll take that, yes. So I can't actually play that and the Ceratark in the same turn because I only have 2 green sources?
My inventions bring joy to me and others.
Oh my god. Yeah, we can play the Beastmaster, and it'll be a 3-3 haste. I guess just go for the throat, ignore Dovin. Sure. We'll see. Yeah, riot happens. They have a counterspell, like Counter Anticipate 2, maybe? So yeah, we get riot. Oh right, we can't be countered, so that's irrelevant. Yeah, the other half of Rhythm. They might have it, they might not be able to use it. Their Adapt is a little high, it's Adapt 4. So, sorry, Adapt 6 for Adapt 4. Like 6 mana for Adapt 4. So we're hyper-killing Dovin here.
Like it, but I accept defeat.
Alright. Alright, what are they at? They're at 20. We've got 10. $17? Damn. Okay. So I think the way we're going to do this is we're going to attack with 2 creatures, Gruul Beastmaster and something else, and then we're going to hang back with the other 2 to stop that 6/6, and probably lose this one to Sea God's Revenge. I think that's what I'm seeing here, is Sea God's Revenge killing us. So... Alright, so I can double block on that, but, like, again, I feel like the most likely outcome to this game is that our opponent taps out and bounces a creature that's top of deck, and bounces another creature to my hand. I mean, sometimes death is certain. Like, the worst part about that is I could have held back, like, 3 blockers to try to play around that, but by holding back 3 blockers, I'm giving up my chance of killing my opponent. Because I would have to leave back, I would only be able to attack for 4, and I would be forced to chump block with my 3/3, And replay my entire team again. Like, nothing actually happens there that's any good. Ooh, Spellbreaker. Alright, I'm in on this. Ooh. I like having the Rakdos Roundabout, and I like having the Spears is pretty funny. Hey, Skybills. I would wager that Skybills is streaming this, and well, that's after the fact. It's worth checking them out. Obviously not during this. So yeah, they get the spears on, that's fine. Played against them in the arcade pit a long time back. Oh, dang, that is scary. Is that coming in with haste? That's coming in with haste. Okay. Maybe cycling. Has every opponent been Gruul in some way other than, I guess, like, what is Zorian? Like, Gruul seems like, oh dear, I'm very scared of my opponent's hand in this instance now. Oh dear. Let's... We are not the aggro here. So having it as a 4-4 means if they have the pump fight, they trade 2 for 1. Riot Menace, okay. Cannot really get that Gateway Plaza. I might need to play that Gateway Plaza. Unless I just play Rafter Demon here? Sadly not Spectacled, because, you know, it's not... We maybe could have got a Spectacle off if Spear Spewer had, you know, done the thing. Okay, the fact that that our opponent is not, like, heavily using the Spears is good for us. Oh, shit! That's fine. Huge. So if we want to beat this in a fight, we need to get bigger. Oh no, they're not missing the ping. See, the thing is, Spear Spewer is each player. If they're not pinging, that means it's an active choice. Another Riot Menace. Oh. Alright. Let's get the ooze down. Blorp. Hello, my name is Ooze. So the cool thing about the ooze is that it starts pumping, it keeps pumping itself too. So it gets very danger mode. Alright, this thing can... It's like this. Large. Okay, now they're using the spears. Okay, how am I doing? Am I able to kill them in some way? Like, how can I sneak this game out? Oh, I am sitting here thinking through a lot of lines now. Like, I can Rakdos Fire Whirler, kill the Burning Tree Vandal. I could just make a 7/7/2. You're not wrong. Maybe I'm thinking too heavily on this when I could just use the ooze and long game it. Fine. Ooze. Okay. Yep, more spears. Perfect. Okay. So I get to go... More ooze. I think that if our opponent plays a copy of this worm, we would lose on the spot. Okay, so they looted off Reach Creature. If they drew into +4/+2 trample, they get us. Very good game. We were able to use the ooze. No, well, the attack was desperation. They needed to attack in order to loot, and they knew that somewhere in their deck was an out, right? You know, like, clearly they thought they were only getting one more turn, because, like, they were. Our next turn was removing their entire board. So I think they made the right play for the position they were in. They basically had to make an attack in order to loot. Because, like, the +4/+2 split card would have killed us. There's a couple burn spells that might have got us as well. So... But yeah, very good game. Electro Dominance. We need to draw that sometime. Ah, Liliana has arrived. Off green. Off green, huh? I'm gonna give this a roll. I like this hand a lot if we draw into the green. I hate this hand if we don't, but I'm willing to make rash decisions being on the draw. Okay, if we draw into either any color, actually, it'll turn on multiple things. Okay, I want a 2/2 out of them, or something with 2 toughness that I can scorch. A 3/3 would be a little too big. Perfect. Alright, and then we get down our Whirler on the next turn. Hopefully they play another creature with 2 toughness, I suppose. I might be living on the... Look, everything is fine. see no problems here. Yeah, and then the next thing dies to fight. And if it doesn't, I just get to play like Gruul Spellbreaker. So. Do you have a Mystic Snake? Ah, okay. Oh, I got real bad news for my opponent today. +2/+2, it matters. Perfect. And our creature's hexproof on our turn, so they can't stop that with, like, a bounce spell. Yeah, like, I have Rakdos as an ace in the hole. Oh, or... What was that card? Return target creature to its owner's hand. Addendum. If you cast it into the main space, draw a card. Repulse. I'm gonna go with this. Large. It's sorcery speed repulse, crashing wave, or we've seen a number of that. There's the Merfolk one in Ixalan that was like if you controlled the Merfolk, it had flash. The ooze! The ooze. This is literally one body making all this ooze. What the hell? Oh, shit. Welcome to Craterhoof Behemoth for 2. Nice card. Actually, no blocks. I'll take the... So, in order to win this, we just need to play... a couple things with haste. Pump the fire. Everything's got haste. This card rules, by the way. This is Craterhoof Behemoth for 2. If they had any board whatsoever when they played this card, the game ended. End Raise Forerunners is very powerful. Luckily, we've been doing a lot against it. So, all right, 3-1. Let's continue. And Vigilance. Vigilance, Haste, Trample, 7/7, and then it's +2/+2. So it's Craterhoof for 2 with Vigilance. That is exactly what the card is. Like, obviously, it's not Craterhoof for N, where N is infinity. Ah, Vivian is here. You know what? This actually looks good. The Gateway Plaza makes this hand a little worse, actually, because I can't play the Mach-On 2 followed by Smash, but we'll see how it plays. Okay, I feel like I need my 3s to get the Rakdos Roustabouts. If I draw a third land that is untapped, I'll go ahead and get it down, but now we need to get the Gateway Plaza down now. So... Let's just get full power. Alright, we're gonna fight flying. So let's get down some roustabouts. Force the issue. You got a counterspell? Counter Elizabeth too? I have multiple of these, so that's okay. Problem is that if I don't get a board going, the Savage Smashes get a lot worse. Of course, they might have a bounce or maybe an anti, or maybe a pacifism. What do you have? Clearly you have something. You considered playing it. Is it the pacifism? Yeah, it's the pacifism. Cool thing about pacifism, fight. Fight, 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 fight. Like, if they played a 4-drop worth killing, like, I'd consider it. That's a good Griffin. That is what we call, the Drake. Snapping. I want to fight that down, do I want to get some going? I feel like I want more creatures. I'm at 18, I can survive a couple turns. The thing is that, like, we also get the point, and we might see something a little more powerful than the Senate Griffin. So, cool thing is if we draw a 5th untapped land, we get Ooze, and we've seen that Ooze is just whoosha. You know. And if we don't draw anything like that, we can play the Ceratok, and the Ceratok is a good attacker. So, I feel strongly about that. Are they looking at, like, bounce draw? I'd be a little annoyed at bounce draw here. I don't want to get tempoed for this long. I'd be okay with bounce draw if I drew a 5th land. Yeah, Sea God's Revenge, that's fine. Okay. Passionate Order. Ah, that's what you wanted. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Let's see if Ooze resolves. If they have a counterspell, I'll feel a little silly, but I feel like it's worth doing. Should I attack first? Okay. Alright, let's try Ooze. If they have Counterspell, they have Counterspell. If not, we're in a really good position. If they do, oh well. The amount we gain by getting Ooze down is so high. Perfect. Alright. Ooze is a very, very big threat now. Ever growing, ever pumping, ever creating an army. And we have some removal backing it up. We have the Savage Smash, so. Oh my god! Holy shit! Come on. Alright, rip. I'm completely fine with this trade. I don't want my opponent gaining too much more life, and I do have a Terminate still backing up my hand, so if they have one more, like, Bomb Flyer, we just walk right through it. Okay, the obvious block. And we get a Ceratok down. I love that combo, though. That's like... Ooh! Spirit of the Spires. Control flying at +1. This is a really good, spirit. I think we're just gonna destroy this. I do have the draw if need be. Alright. Put our opponent to 3. We have lethal with 2 of our attackers, 1 which is hard to block. Ooh! Third color. Interesting. We can crack the locket later. We don't need to crack it now. I want to kill that, you know, an attack. Shark to crab. I believe we still have lethal here, though. Well, not lethal, I guess. They would go to... Yeah, they go to 1. How do we go about this? We have to do this, and then they trade the shark. So this is fine. Because if they could do that block in the opposite order, that would be very bad for us, but they can't. Yo! Shit. That was close. Hey, I'm gonna get some rewards. Alright, 4-1. Again, while we're in the middle of this, I'm gonna go ahead and do my regular note that, you know, this is a sponsored stream by WotC. We're doing a pre-release, playing with other players who are also doing the same thing. So, you know, as you might be able to tell by a lot of context clues, but I'm overtly telling you as well. Oh, no. See, the last time we had a hand that didn't have green, I liked all the cards we had. This time we have a hand that doesn't have green, and I don't like all the cards we have. This is the same hand. You know what? Fine. We'll find Forest. We'll just find Forest. It's fine. Sweet. Forest detected. Hey, Nicthemeron, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's fine, no blocks. Ooh, Rakdos is the backup. Do I want the rhythm? Let's get the rhythm going. Rakdos or Riot. So if the need arises, I can smash with the Incubation Druid. This is a good, I like this attacker. Yo, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, the scales showed up. I'm fighting Sophia. Sure, I'll fight Sophia. We have a lot of damage. Like, I can pull a lot of damage out of a hat. Okay. Well, let's do so. Abracadabra! Oh, God! Oh, boy. Oh, tribal angels, you say? Alright, I lose on the spot. They attack for 11. Yeah, that'll do it. If they've got the power of angels, Angel of Grace is very powerful, by the by. We didn't get a full chance to read that card, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it up for you. But the Angel of Grace... Flash, flying. When Angel of Grace would enter the battlefield until the end of your turn, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1, reduces it to 1 instead. 6, exile from your grave, go to 10. So... that's a pretty good set of cards going on there. Alright, let's jump back in. 4 and 2. Let's see where we're going from here. But yeah, nice. Very nice stuff from our opponent. I really like that 2-drop. We had a lot of fighting, but not, like, I love how much damage we pulled out of a hat, right? Like, we pulled out, like, with the power of the infinite huffers. All creatures are huffer. We have 16 or 17 creatures in our deck, which means we'll draw 3 lands. It's fine. Infinite Huffer. Ooh, Rakdos, alright. If I only had 1 creature as a backup, that's fine. So yeah, Rhythm of the Wild is Infinite Huffer Zone. If you check this card out, it's just, look at how many Huffers. Okay. Ah, 4/4, huh? Well, I got news for you. Please don't have Savage Smash. That's the news. Don't do it. Is this sealed? This is. Please don't have the heavy punch. I don't know if I could deal with Hyper Punch. But could do my own Hyper Punch. No attacks. Savage Punch. Savage Confrontation. Epic Confrontation. Why pass the attack? The Gravelhide Goblin can pump to a 4/3, and that would have traded with the damage that was already on our unit. I didn't want a 2-for-2 trade. Yeah, and they had the Gateway Plaza untapped, and of course, you know, all the green they have. Alright. I think the only way out is through, right? Let's flip that coin. Sup? Always pay your bombers. Rakdos, the Showstopper, is such a cool card. I kind of wish it flipped coins on all of them, like just, like simultaneously flipped a coin over their head. Oh shit. You know, if you're gonna pick one card, pick a good one, right? Alright. So do they have a way of stopping Rakdos, is the question. If they can... No, is the answer. Alright. Yeah, sadly the lands don't come into play, they just were in play. Alright, Rakdos got us a win, everybody. Thanks, Bomber. The maddest Bomber, Rakdos. Just... I cast Murder. That could have ended very poorly. Oh, and then our friend Jace is back. We shall see how round 2 goes. This... On the draw, I think I'm okay with it because it's a lot of 2s and 3s. There's risk involved in keeping this, but risk I'm willing to take. Ooh! So the Wayfinder... Oh, damn, Gatebreaker Ram is real good. Wayfinder looks at the top 4 and then you choose a creature or land and put that on the top. I think the Druid is actually the better play here now. That might let us play the Ceratarch on 4. So this is a 3-3 right now. There's 1 gate. I sure as hell ain't blocking that. Ah! That's pretty strong spectacle. That's dangerous. I don't like that. So that was Bolt, Sorcery Bolt. Any target. Alright, so let's get Ceratarch down. We can fight this down. That's a lot of gates. That's a 5-5 now? Oh dear. I bet our opponent is probably playing a... Yep, fight. Oh no. We're gonna have a lot of trouble getting out from under that thing. That was a mistake. I should have played the Guild Gate, but I didn't realize my mana requirements until after I played that land. Oh, we are out of here already. Okay. Dang. This thing, I love this card. I think Gatebreaker Ram is a real fun build card. Alright, 1 back. Such is fair. 1 in, 1 out. That puts us at 5 wins, 3 losses. But yeah, I love that card because it's a real cool build card. Like, you can just build all these gates, and then you have, like, this 4-4 or 5-5 for 3. Yeah, Gate Tribal is real fun. And also, because you're playing Gate Tribal, the set looks super fast. Yeah, so the thing is, the set is very fast, But I feel like in draft, not in sealed, because in sealed it seems like you don't have the tools, because like you're kind of beholden to your creature base. I feel like in draft you're going to be able to build a control deck that's a lot more powerful. You're going to be able to pick up. Let's go ahead and open some packs to end this on. You're going to be able to pick up some like some removal spells, like Get the Point, some creatures that hold the ground, like good afterlife creatures. Like, you're still going to have aggressive stuff going on. Yeah, tower defense. But you have Summary Judgment. You have the cheap. Yeah, I can't open rares when I'm talking about this, which is a little sad on watching this, but like, there are enough, like, cards for a control deck to exist, is I guess what I'm saying. But it's gonna be real interesting. Ah, yes, the gems. Yeah. But, like, the aggressive cards are very aggressive and very good. So. Yep. But you definitely have some real, like, Blade Juggler is one of my favorite, like, overwhelming curving card. Like, if you curve this on 3, it feels very nice, because you cycle it. It's not great if you have to play it on 5, though. Also, eyes on the inside. Anyway. If the Twitch VOD had problems, I'll be uploading this in a day or two, so. But yeah, anywho. I think that is going to be it. I do not have the time to continue. I do get to thank Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring this, handing off the account to do some sealed. I will show you some more of this when this officially launches. Check out that cool owl. Please appreciate our friend, Cool Owl. Like, that owl definitely holds a Civic Saber. But yeah. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining. I hope you all had a fun time with this. If you want to catch more of the card stuff that I do, or some of the other projects I do, playing through Tales of Vesperia as of recent, or a couple of the other ones, FF12 or Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, or other card things, I end up doing those a lot. You can always follow if you want to support the channel. Just being here is great. I'm glad you're here. Let people know. Having a good time. But yeah, so you can subscribe. You get a cool skull and a slime. There's the Patreon if you want to go over there. But again, I'm just happy you're here having a good time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to drafting this set. That's the thing I'm looking forward to. So, yeah, it looks like in the pre-release. So, if you do go to the paper pre-release, you get a draft, like, card. Don't forget, that should be, like, on one of the cards in your pre-release kit. So, anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.